And happy holidays to you. We're glad to be back and back at practice in action. The players had 3 or 4 days off and were able to get back and see their families and enjoy the holiday, and so that was good for them. And so now we're coming back to try to finish off what's been a tough non-conference schedule, and we have one more non-conference game that we need to earn a victory in. And it will be important for us to prepare well over the next couple of days. Grambling State is a very quick and athletic team. They really like to push the ball in transition, so that'll be a challenge for us to sharpen up our transition defense that we had some breakdowns in the last game, so we're going to be working hard on that. They're going to play some 2-3 zone defense, which we also didn't do very well against in the last game, so it's a great opportunity for us to get prepared and see how far we can come in 3 practices and do a good job with them. They have 2 really explosive players, a good inside-outside combination. Miller, their leading scorer, is 18 points a game, and a really explosive guard that we'll have to do a great job on. And then inside, Victoria Ricks is having a good season. Has a real good presence inside, 11 points a game, good rebounder. So it'll be important for us to practice well to get ready for Grambling State and see if we can close out. If we were able to earn a victory, it'll really be a great non-conference season for us. So we're excited to be back and looking forward to our game in Memorial on Sunday afternoon.
What have you learned about this team since the loss?
Well, just I think the biggest thing for us from the Duke game is if we play the way we did in the first half, if you compare that to teams that we're getting ready to start facing in the Southeastern Conference, we can probably get beat by anybody. And if we play closer to how we did in the second half, when we were able to play better in the second half, we can probably beat anybody in our conference. So it's going to be very important, I think, for us to understand and stay focused on getting off to a good start, or if you do get off to a good start, maintaining focus every possession, because I just thought there was a stretch there in the first half that really decided the game where Duke made better decisions than we did. And I think when 2 good teams play, it really comes down to decisions that you make, and you're not able to overcome them poor decisions as easily as maybe a team that you have more talent than. So nothing earth-shattering, just we didn't make as good decisions as Duke did, so they won the game. And I think it puts a real premium on us understanding how important our mental approach is as well as our physical approach to the game.
You weren't very happy with your team defensively after the East Tennessee State game, and you said this stretch before classes start again, before the SEC, is when they're really going to become a good defensive team. Do you expect to see that, and have you started to see that?
Yeah, I think what happens for us, we're not back in class till January 15th. We will play 4 conference games before we even go back to class, which really frees up some time to start splitting sessions into defense and offense, and we've had great success with that. So I'm really proud of where the team is right now after 12 games. And if we can find a way to beat Grambling State on Sunday, it will have been a very productive non-conference schedule as far as putting us in position to have a special season. But I think really what will tell the tale for us in conference will be how good can we practice over the next couple of weeks, because we definitely need to make up some ground defensively. And we need to sharpen up our press. We're going to work really hard on that today. We need to just sharpen up some things that have slipped a little bit because the games were just coming at us in waves. And also, so proud of the players for having a 3.1 team GPA. And I just can't tell you how hard they worked down at the end of the semester to make that happen. And that was not a done deal until we got the final grades in. So some kids really worked hard at that. So we just, just reality of our situation, our practices we haven't been able to lend ourselves to really focusing on some defensive things that we need to get sharpened up that now we have the opportunity to do. So I'm really excited about that.
Free throw shooting, it's not been something you guys have struggled with, and not always. struggled with, but this season especially, what are you trying to do to change that?
Repetition and focus. This morning, they're lifting right now. This morning, we'll go right into the gym, have a free throw session, and it's nothing but holding them accountable, trying to get everybody at 80% this morning, trying to be at 78% as a team each game. So, if they don't shoot 80% this morning, then they'll have to stay back after practice this evening and just trying to get reps, mental focus, mental preparation. That was one of the really disappointing things. You're not going to beat a team of Duke's caliber shooting 8 for 19 many times. You may shoot poorly. It happens. You can win games shooting poorly sometimes, but over the course of the season, we need to shoot free throws better. I think we have a good free throw shooting team. A kid like Asia Bishop last night, I worked with her in practice on nothing revolutionary, but just getting in the gym and getting reps. And when she misses that first one, then then it just snowballs. So she has to have the confidence. She was at 70% last night in practice, which was a lot better than 0 for 5 that she had on Sunday. So she can shoot free throws. I just think that with the extra practice time, I think you'll see some progress there. I doubt that Asia had a lot of time to get in the gym. She had a 3.5 last semester and really wanted to have a great academic semester. So we're there down at the end with finals right there. And so I doubt she got in the gym very much during finals week and shot free throws. So I think those things can improve over the next few weeks.
What kind of things you look for your front court to kind of take a step forward from the Duke game?
I think we really struggled in a couple of areas. One, I want our guards to find our people in the front court when they're posting up against the zone, and those are reads, and that's something that the coaches need to do a good job of helping us structure that in practice so we can do a good job. And then, related to that, they get frustrated because they're not touching it, then they stop ducking in and posting. So that's a little double-headed monster there we got to solve. We got to do a better job with guards, and then we have to stay disciplined as post and keep ducking in. And then just finishing around the basket. I thought we did such a good job in the second half. It's like I told Asia. Just think, Asia was 2 for 8, did not score, didn't take a jump shot in the game, 2 for 8 around the basket, and 0 for 5 from the free throw line. Just think if she'd made 6 for 8 and 3 for 5. Those kind of things, and that's not to beat Asia up. It's really an encouraging thing. If Asia, and Asia can do that. We just need to do a better job coaching and spending time with her and getting her ready to do those kind of things, because she's doing the hard part. She's going to get the offensive board, and Samari's on the offensive boards. And so I just think it's balance, focus, a little bit of technique around the bucket would go a long way for this team, because they're doing some really good things.